Welcome to Strategic Management course. In this video, we will understand strategic decision making. What is strategic decision making? Managers, besides handling their routine jobs, are also required to make decisions that will propel their company towards its goals or objectives. This is called strategic decision making. These decisions are made in the light of company's vision and mission. Managers need to consider the possible scenarios and take decisions that will determine the future of the company. Strategic decision making is a critical skill for managers as it affects the organization and its stakeholders significantly. SDM, that is strategic decision making, can be accomplished by a 6-step process. The first step of strategic decision making process is to define the problem. To define the problem, one has to ask the following questions. What is the problem? Is this the real problem or a symptom of a larger one? Does it need immediate attention or can it wait? And what is to be accomplished by the decision? The second step is to gather information. In order to understand the problem, the first step, we need to gather information by undertaking an environmental scanning. Seek information on the causes that may have led to the problem, how and why the problem occurred. The third step is to develop the possible options. Generate as many options as possible. More the merrier. Accept suggestions from all and don't be prejudiced. And having done this step 3, the step 4 is to analyze and evaluate the options. Choose options that show promise. And for every option that one has chosen, weigh the advantages and disadvantages of each. Consider cost to the company, potential loss of morale or teamwork, time to implement the change, whether it meets standards, and how practical the solution is. Finally, predict the consequences of each option. The 5th step is to choose the best. Select the option that best meets the decision's objective. Consider factual data when deciding on a course of action. Accept that the solution may be less than perfect. Consider the middle ground. Compromising on the competing solutions may yield the best decision. And the last step, and the most important, is to implement and monitor the decision. Develop a plan to implement and monitor progress on the decision. Step-by-step process or actions for executing the decision. Communications of the decision or strategy to all. Resource identification and allocation. Timeline for the implementation of the decision. Measurements and benchmarks to gauge the progress. So that's the strategic decision making process. But this strategic decision making process have some features. They are: strategic decision making is concerned with the scope of an organization's activity. Strategic decisions also reconcile organizational activities with the environment. They match the activities with resource capability. Strategic decision making allocates or reallocates resources. These decisions impact operational decisions. They also have long-term direction of the company. They are influenced by the value system of the organization, and it is competitive in nature. So that's about the strategic decision making. Thank you.